y or 4y, it will give me the entire year as a 2024. Okay. For example, from this A column date, in E column, I'm looking for this kind of output. Day hyphen 3 letters of the month hyphen 2 digit of the year. So I will simply say text function date, and from this I'm looking for what? Date should come hyphen 3 letters of the month should come hyphen 2 digit of the year should come. Okay, you can also use the single y. See, in the single y also it is giving you the 2 year digit, or if you use the double y, it will also give you the 2 year digit. If you drag it down, you can see in the required format, you can see this one. Okay, so text function basically helps you to convert any value into your desired format. And this is not only for the date. We will see the more things where we will use this text function. Okay. Now we have this text to column. So in the text to column, what happens? First of all, the shortcut key is a Alt D E. Alt stands for the alter, D as in data, E as in extract. It means if you want to extract any column data into the multiple columns, or if you want to split any data into the multiple columns on the basis of any common factor, then you can use the text to column. So the shortcut key is the Alt DE, or you can go into this data ribbon or data menu, and here also you will see this text to column. Okay, this one. So for example, I have given you this data in column A, which have the first name and the last name, and I'm looking for first name in column D and last name in column E. I need to separate the data. So what I will do, I will first of all, the first step, you have to select that data which you want to split. So I selected this A column data, and then I will go into this text to column. Okay. Or if you press the Alt D, you will also get the same result. Now you will get the two kind of original types here. One is the delimited and second is the fixed width. So delimited basically we use where we have the common factor which is a special characters like space, comma, semicolon, at the rate, hyphen, slash, dot, any kind of a special characters if you have, which is your common factor. So in that case, use this delimited. So in this case, if I just need to split the first name and the last name, so what is the common factor here? Space, right? Between the first name and the last name, space is the common factor. Correct? So now here space is what? A special character. And for the special character, you have to use the delimited. Now click on the next. Here you will see the delimiters. So delimiters are nothing but the common factor on basis you want to split your data. So I will select the space here. So see where the space is coming, my data is split from there. It is showing you this one as a preview. Now click on the next. Now it is asking the destination where you want to get your output. The default destination will be your first cell of your selected data. Like here you can see the A2. If I'll just click on the finish now, then first name will come in column A and last name will come in column B. But I do not want to make any changes into my original data set. The first name I am looking in column D and last name I'm looking in column E. So I will convert or I will change this destination from A2 to D2. So, okay, so I can simply write instead of A, I can write D2, or you can click on this up arrow and you can select that cell like this. Okay, So anything you can perform it. So like for example, I just select this D2 cell. Okay. Now I just need to click on the finish. It will ask for the confirmation. I will click on the OK. And now you can see I'm getting the first name in column D and last name in column E. Right? So my data is splitted over here. And if you are not aware from this one, because this is the scenario I have seen, which I'm sharing with you. I have seen a person who has received the email ID, and from the email ID, the management required that the first name and the last name of the employee. And they started typing it manually, and there was the 10,000 plus records because that person was not aware from this text to column functionality. Okay. So these kind of things you should remember that all the features are available in the Excel, but which feature you will use into which kind of a scenario, you should be aware from that. Okay. Now, for example, I have
Uh,
given you this.
I have
Yeah.
a,
Yeah.
I have a question. Text to column. For an example, somebody has a middle name in the name,
Hmm.
then how we can stabilize them in a tabular form? Someone has a middle name in the name,
Hmm.
and then we can use the format text to column. Then
Huh.
the
So,
middle name should become to the last name, and last name will go to the next column. Then how we can
so
stabilize them?
here, if suppose here you have the first name, middle name, and the last name, right? So
Got it.
in D
Right.
column, first name will come. In E column,
Mhm.
middle name will come, and in the F column, the last name will come.
Got it.
Okay. And if you do not require middle name, then after you can delete this one. Okay. Or you have also the one advanced functionality. For example, let me show you. Suppose if I have the name column, okay, then
Mhm.
here I have the name here. For example, I say Ramesh Singh Tomar, okay, and I say Mahesh Kumar Prajapati, okay. I say Sarah Ramsey Thompson, Kevin J. Peter, like this, okay. And I need
So,
the
I have a question. You have added four names, and all the four names have the middle name in it.
hmm,
Can you please add two more names without middle name?
I'm coming on that point, okay.
Okay.
So now here, if you have this kind of a data, and now if I say I'm looking for the first name and the last name, okay. So what you will do, you will perform the text to column. So your first name, middle name, and the last name will come on, and you will delete the middle name. Correct? This is a one way. Correct?
Okay.
Second is what? Like here, I need the name as a Ramesh. Yes or no?
Mhm.
Correct? So I mention the name as a Ramesh, and if I just select it and press Control E, I'm
Mhm.
getting all the first name or not?
Yeah.
This is flash fill concept. Okay.
Yes.
So here in the data tab, you will get this flash fill. So flash fill basically work on the pattern based data. Remember this. Okay.
Okay.
Like here. Now suppose I say I need the Tomar. I selected this Control E. I'm getting all the last name or not?
Okay. Got it. Got it.
Correct?
Got it, Anup. Yeah.
This one. So in this pattern based data, you will be able to get it. Okay. And most of the time also we use these things we can achieve by the functions also, where we will see, for example, we will see that scenario where in the sum data I have only the first name, in the sum data I have first name, middle name, last name, in the sum data I have the first name and the last name, right? So that concept we will also see, we will achieve through the function. Okay. So let me show you that scenario also which you were talking about. For example, I say this one, okay, like this. So what will happen if I just put this name as the Ramesh, okay? And now if I just press the Control E, I'm getting the first name perfectly fine. But now if I just go for this Tomar here, okay? And now if I just select and press Control E, here if you see, I'm getting the correct result or not? Pattern based data. This is something you are looking for.
Yes.
See, correct? So in this case, the pattern based data, you can just perform by this flash fill concept. So this is the flash fill. Okay. So this is the flash fill concept data. And this is also the flash fill concept data. Okay. This one. So one more thing we have seen here, the concept of flash fill. Okay. Now here, suppose I have given you this data, and from this data, I'm looking for the name and the course fee. Okay. So this is also you can achieve by the flash fill concept, but here I'm just going to perform this by the text to column to show you. So if I just go for the text to column and splitting my data with a space, I'm getting this name, city, course, date, amount, and all. Okay. Now, if I just go for the next and I'm looking for the output into this cell. So my all the columns will pop up into the Excel. But do I require all the columns? No, right? I do not require date. I do not require this course name. I do not require date and city. So I will select this column and convert this to do not import. So whatever the columns you are not looking for into your output, select those columns and convert into skip column. And now if you just click on the finish and okay, you are getting only those two required columns or not, correct? So this is the concept known as skip column. So a skip column is basically that when you are performing the text to column and your data is ready to come into the multiple columns, but few columns in the final output you do not want to show. So you can just go for this skip column feature. Okay. Now, for example, if you have this email ID, okay,
And
and
Anup, I have one question at a skip column.
hmm,
So when we are supposed to get the 5 columns if you don't use the skip column option, correct?
correct.
So instead of selecting 3 columns and do not skip, if for example, if I have a 10 columns result, okay, I'm
Hmm.
expecting only 2 columns. Is there any option to select only those 2 columns to get the
No, here, what
list?
you can do
Huh,
here, this one. So when you are splitting the data, so default all are in the generals, right?
correct.
What
Yeah.
like here, suppose if the columns are in the sequence, so I can select and hold the control here, hold the shift key and select these three columns and click on do not columns in a one go. Okay,
Okay.
this
Okay.
one. And if
Okay.
I just click on finish,
Hmm.
then I will just get the same result.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, this one. Now, if you have this email IDs and where I'm just looking for the first name in D column, last name in E column, right? And someone has pinged also, what about the Gmail ID where there will be no space, right? So here I will select this text to column next. And here, if you see after the first name, the dot is coming, but we do not have the dot here. I will go with this other. So if any special character which is apart from semicolon, comma, and the space, we have to use this other and put the character like dot. See, the dot is coming now. Okay. So my data is split. And in this box at a one time, you can fill only the one characters. Now click on the next. I'm looking output in column D. And this com, which is coming in third column, it is not required to me. I'll select this, do not import. And now click on the finish and okay. See, I'm getting this. And now in the last name, the domain is coming at the rate Gmail. I will select the column E now, text to column, next. And this time I will split this with the at the rate. Next, Gmail is not required. And I will not change the destination because I'm looking the output in the same column. So simply I will click on the finish. Now you can see you are getting the first name and the last name. Right? This one. So in this way, you can perform this. So this is the concept of text to column. Okay. So just perform all these concepts at your end for this text to column and see you are getting all the results. Just perform this till here. Then I will cover this last one, that is fixed field. How to add text column function in data section as only have the option is split text to. Nikita, what is your question? I didn't get it. How to add the text to column function? Which kind of a text you want to add? Can you explain it, please? Not sure that what your question is. We can split the text, but we can't add the text. Like for example, in the output, what I understood, if you are just looking for that the name and then some text you want to add in the text to column, that you will not be able to do this. No, upper and lower, these kind of these are the functions which we will see, but in the text to column, these kind of functionality we do not have.
The Nikita is trying to say that she is not able to find the text to column function in the data section.
Okay, in the data tab you are not able to find this text to column, right? Okay, so will it be fine if you can share your screen? You are using the OneDrive, right? And in the OneDrive, I would suggest don't use the OneDrive. Okay, you have this split. No. Just firstly select the data from A2 to last record. A2, not A. A2 to. A2 to till the last record. No. It will try. I said select the A2 cell. Hold the Control and Shift key and press down. Control Shift key, hold. Yes. And no. Now click on A2, Control and Shift key and click on down arrow. That's it. Now click on split text to column. Okay. Now you are using the OneDrive actually. So in the OneDrive, it will reflect like this. You can see select the delimiters. So your delimiter is a space. So you can see the space. Space is now you have to look. Now you have to click on this apply. Okay. Look, it is splitted now. So in the text, basically you are using this OneDrive. Okay. So I would request you do not use the OneDrive. Go for the Excel application. Okay. Hello.
Can you again tell the delimiters used here?
In this?
Yes.
Okay. So I just selected the data and then firstly I have used the dot, okay, and split the data. Shall I show this again?
Yes.
Select the data, text to column, and split with a dot. Next, selected the destination. Last, this com is not required, so do not import, and finish. You will get this kind of a data, right? Then
Yes.
selected this column E data, text to column, delimited, and this time I will use at the rate.
Okay, got it.
This one. Okay. And the last thing for the today is this one, where suppose for example, I ask you that you have to go for the 3 characters or the 5 characters, but you do not have any special characters as a common factor. Like I need the 3 characters of each and every name. So I can use text to column, but I will use the fixed width. Click on the next. And here I just selected the first 3 characters. And this is a break line. Okay. You can put the multiple break lines also as per your requirement. And if you want to delete any break line, go for the double click. If you want to move a break line, then you have to click on that line and you have to drag it like this. Okay. Now click on the next. Rest things are completely same. Select the destination, not required, and finish. So see, I am getting the first 3 characters. Okay. And now, most of the time you have seen in the Excel, for example, if I'm writing any number, but in number, I want to add the prefix as a 0, and if I press the enter, 0 is not holded, right? But it doesn't mean that in the prefix, the 0 doesn't have any importance. Okay. So now in this case, if you want to add the 0 in the prefix, okay, so you have a 2 choices. One, put the apostrophe before this one, and now press enter, 0 will be captured. Or the second thing, you can convert this from general to text. Okay, how you will convert from general to text? Let me show you. I have the data in column A and I'm just looking for the last 4 digit in column B. Okay, so I will select the data, text to column, fixed width. Next, last 4 digit I selected. Click on the next, select the destination, and first part is not required. I will say do not import. In this second part, 0 is coming in the prefix. If I'll just click on the finish now, then in the column B, ideally my output should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 4, but it will not add the 0 in the prefix. It will show the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and so on. So for this, you have to select this second part, this one where the 0 is coming, and then convert from general to text. Okay, until you will not convert this from general to text, in the final output, prefix 0 will not be added. Now if I just click on the finish, see, 0 is coming now, and here you can see what it is showing, text format. Okay, so this green sign is basically showing that this number is no longer as a number format. This is basically the text format. Okay, like for example, if you just want to make the sum of this, you will not be able to make the sum of this. Okay, the reason is that why? Because here you can see the sum is coming 0. Why? Because this is no longer as a number, na? This is a text, right? And text values you cannot make the sum. So if I just want to make the sum, then firstly I need to convert this value from text format to the number format. So for that we have a one function which is a value function. Okay. If you use this value function, so it will convert the number which is into the text format, it will convert into the number format. And if you drag it down, you can see And now if I just make the sum of this column C, I will see the result here. Correct? This one. Okay, so this is basically the concept. Look. Okay, remember this. Because most of the time people see that how to add this one. And one more thing. For example, if you are writing any number, okay, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Till the 9, it is fine. Okay, I'm adding one more digit. Fine, 11 is added. If I just go for the 12 digit here, if I just go for the 13 digit, it converted into this E format like this. For example, if you have a number which contains the 13 digit or the 15 digit, and if you write like directly like this, it will show like 1.2 like this and so on. So this is also you can handle by apostrophe. If you put the single quote before that, and now if you write this, you can see it will show like this. If I add a few more digit, I can see this one. So when you have a more than the 13 or more than the 13 characters or the digits in the numeric I'm just talking about. So in that case, if you want to show the all the digits here, so in that case, just put the single quote or the apostrophe sign. Okay. Hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. So we have seen all these things for today. Okay. So we have seen the lot of the things today that we have seen this all these concepts here, this one, and we have seen this concept, right? This one. So this one. So all this we have seen for this today. Okay. And this file I will share with the team. You will get this, all the formula, everything, right? So you will just get this file also, which will be uploaded on the LMS. So you can go with that, and you guys also will get the recording session, which you can also refer while the time of the practice. Okay.
Hi, Anup, I have just small question. Like as you mentioned, in a count function, that there is no, say, say it's a, if we are mentioning it's a capital word or a small letter, what would say to that? Or a small letter, what would say to that?
Where?
Case,
Count
no,
if.
in a function. In a functions when we use, if it doesn't matter if you use a capital B or a small b.
I just discuss about this count if. In the Excel, we have also the few functions which are a case sensitive. Okay.
So it is not limited. So it is limited to countive right now. So it is not mandatory for all the
As
functions.
of now, what we have discussed today, I discuss about this for the count if. That count if or the count ifs, these are not the case sensitive. File with the team, you guys will just get this file. Okay, so without taking any break, so we have just completed this session. So this file you will receive it from the